the reason I stopped doing improv was it was too hard to get shows. I wasn't part of a house team.
Yeah.
So
it is. And by the way, when I was in New York, it was near impossible to get. You had to be on a weekend team, or you had to be on, like, we had Hot Sauce, me, Gil, and Adam Pally. That's how we got time.
Oh, he's great too. He's great. I don't know Gil.
Oh, Gil Ozeri is. I'm not even doing a bit. Gil Ozeri is the funniest person I've ever met in my life.
Do it as a bit.
Gil Ozeri is like the funniest. But if you ask Adam or I, we're in the group together, right? So like sometimes people are like, when you're in a group together, everybody wants to be the funniest person. From day one, there was no doubt in either Adam or I's mind that Gil is the funniest person.
How does that translate to an entertainment career? Because you obviously have been able to do Ben Schwartz and Friends, which is great, but that doesn't happen usually. What usually happens is improvisers get recognized doing their specialty skill set, and then let's see if they could play these characters or characters that are written for them in movies or television or cartoons.
Oh, are you talking about translating from performing improv to getting roles?
Yeah.
The way that I got the first big role for me was a show called Parks and Recreation, and I got that because Mike Schur. I did short films also, so I was writing short films or acting in short films, and I did these things for ESPN where I played a guy that was interviewing athletes. I interviewed bunch of football players, Olympians, and stuff like that. This is when it was young.
Was it what's the character, Raphael?
Raphael's from Ninja Turtles. Show it one more time.
No, yeah. But what was your character in Parks? Was it
John
like
Ralphio?
Ralphio.
That was close. John Ralphio.
See, I watch your stuff. I follow
Raphael, you got it, yeah.
Yeah.
And so he saw me in that, and he had a meeting with me after he saw that, and he's like, I love the way, I just think you're really funny, and I auditioned, or he had a meeting with me about being, I don't know if you've seen the show, but Leslie...
Parks and Rec?
Yeah, Parks and Rec.
Dude, come on.
So Leslie Knope had a boyfriend that was a cop that Louis C.K. played, and I was coming in to talk about maybe being that role, and they're like, you're too young for that, but Mike goes, but pretend this is like The Simpsons. There's going to be characters all over the place. If something fun comes up, we're going to think of you. And so when John Ralphio came up, it was just one scene, and they said, hey, do you want to do this? It's one scene, but maybe it'll be a little bit longer, more later on. And but so I got that role because he saw me do the ESPN thing, and he's like, "Oh man, I loved this."
Yeah, that was a big moment for you, right? Getting that show.
John Ralphio at the beginning, nobody was really watching Parks when it was like on then. So it was like at the beginning for me, it was awesome because I was doing a show with Amy Poehler, who was one of the creators of the theater that I came up in, and I loved. I was an intern for her for a year and a half at UCB. I did the garbage. I did the recycling. I changed the fucking bags that held the shitty water from the pipes. So it's like I saw her every Sunday, and I fucking thought she was one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And then Aubrey, who did UCB with me, was there, and Aziz, who did stand up at the same time. So it was like it felt like playtime. I was like, oh, this is so fun. And then as the show keeps going, my character gets looser and looser, and like a little bit more.
Your hair is getting bigger and bigger.
The hair gets bigger and bigger. And that was like the first thing where people really were like, I'd done a couple things before that on TV or movies, but that was the first thing where people were like, oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, and back to what I was saying before, I'm telling them, not you. You shine and pop constantly. Oh,
by the way, how good am I? I interrupted you when you were saying nice things to me, so you couldn't say anything else.
I
pushed
great.
Us over there.
But the way you did that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's even your interruptions are just, the timing is fucking flawless. I talked on a podcast, which one was it? I think it was with Fahim Anwar recently, about where we have the funniest friends in the world. We're in this business, so our friends are literally some of the best at what they do, right? And
it's true. We have some of the funniest friends in the world.
Literally.
Yes. Not just like, hey, my friend is funny. It's like, no. This is like literally.
Which, yeah.
This is one of the funniest people in the world.
That we're
professionally.
And so we're just always, when we're fortunate enough to be around people and we're able to, we're often just laughing at the highest level and being part of it. And it's the best. And back to like being nervous around people. Yes, I get nervous around people, but generally no more nervous around Conan than you. I mean, it's
amazing.
It's just, I'm a little nervous all the time. And
do you get anxiety? Do you feel it in your heart?
Yeah. Generally it's the anxiety isn't during this. This is a distraction from it. Anxiety is sitting by myself.
Oh my God. There's this might be too dark to talk about. Do we talk about dark things in here?
Yeah, you know what we'll do? Talk about it, but we'll put some upbeat music underneath it.
It's probably not the right place to do it.
We'll see in post.
Okay, so I find that sometimes the things that you're talking about, the anxiety, what you described, I relate to very much. Someone had passed away, right? That I was very. By the way, Gary Shandling passed away, who I was very close with and meant a lot to me. And obviously, when I heard the news, destroyed, really fucked me up. But I found, I keep myself really busy. I'm doing a couple things, but I find that it really hit me when I was in like the shower or when I was in a place where there was no other thing for me to do.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm doing in the shower is cleaning myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's like, right. But it's like, I remember being, all of a sudden it just like overcame me and I was crying. I was like really crying. And I find that that's exactly what you're saying is what happens to me. It's like, I feel so much, so many things happen, so many good things, so many bad things. And we're so distracted by so many things. This phone all the time. Anytime you want to escape, you're in that phone or like.
I put it in the other room now.
Oh, it's
Often.
so smart.
Like upstairs.
I think it's brilliant. And then like
Thanks.
this and we're working all the time, we're writing all the time. And then when you really have no distractions is when the real life shit starts coming in and you get to really think about that. But I remember I was really shocked once when I was like reacting to Gary's death in the shower a week after.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why now? And it's because there's no distractions.
Do you have a hard time going to bed?
I don't sleep very well, but I don't have a hard time going to bed. I have a hard time staying asleep.
Well, may I recommend IB Guard. When your heartburn's so bad that it keeps you up at night.
Wow.
No, it's not a real ad.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Isn't IB Guard not? Isn't IB Guard like irritable bowel syndrome?
Yeah, I was joking about the placement, but this is a magic pill.
Do you have terrible IBS?
No, it's if you have heartburn or a stomach ache.
I have acid reflux. Would that help?
I got my dad off of, I forgot what they're called, but whatever his...
Nexium.
No, you wouldn't know it.
The heroin.
Bleep what he said, but yes.
Is your dad really on heroin?
Bleep that again. He was.
No.
But now he's on IB Guard.
Oh, God.
IB Guard for gas, indigestion, heartburn, or upset stomach. All you need to do is take a pill, wait 10 minutes, and even your burps are going to taste good.
Are you getting money?
No, they're not a sponsor.
I think you're going to be excited to find out that I actually know the person who runs IB Guard.
I reached out to their Instagram and asked for an email address because I want to invest in their business.
Give me 1 second. John, it's Ben. I'm on... Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Hey, sure. So I'm on Rick Glassman.
Tell him to take your shoes off podcast.
Rick Glassman, Take Your Shoes Off podcast.
I sent him a message, a DM.
Yeah. Yes.
He got the DM?
He sent you a DM, yes. Did it come off Jewish?
It was Jewish.
It was Jewish. Yeah? Would you be interested? No joke, I'm on the podcast right now. He just plugged IB Guard.
So I literally have...
He's holding it right now.
Box.
Is he holding it from the sides? Yes, he's holding it from the sides and showing the logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? He wants to know, is it possible maybe you could throw a little cash his way in every episode? Every episode will be sponsored by IB Guard.
I would actually like to pay to invest in the business.
Okay, he wants to know if he gets stock options instead. He wants to invest in the business.
I want to, not just with advertising, though.
Not just with advertising.
I will pay.
He'll pay.
I want to give 50 grand.
Stop, Rick.
What we're selling.
Okay. 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 All right. All right, buddy. Love you. Oh. So I left him a voicemail. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And he'll get back when he hears the voicemail.
How do you know him?
Huh?
How do you know him?
Huge fan of IB Guard. I know him. I just left him a nice voicemail, like a big longie. When he gets it, he'll get back to us and he'll be like, so if he's in or out, I'll get back to you.
What made you, while leaving the voicemail, there were so many moments that made you laugh?
Sorry?
There were so many moments that made you laugh.
I was thinking about like funny things and
we were just talking about the death of Gary Shandling.
I know it's terrible, right? But a really funny guy. Has a lot of funny bits. Larry Sanders Show's great. It's Gary
I
Shandling
rewatch it
shows,
every
but-
year.
I know you told me already.
First base.
Nice.
But man, you're just so funny. You're just so talented.
Oh yeah.